All right. Good morning, everybody. Um, it's Monday. This is the day that World War III is supposed to start, because our loud mouth, uneducated brain, orange person is too stupid to stop. I can't. For a long time, I tried to okay, be fairly. He is just dangerously too stupid to continue, but he's not going to stop. That's the whole thing. We're in for a lot worse than this. Did he talk to the Iranians? No, he didn't. He just lied again. They're going to prove him. They'll prove him wrong. The only way this ends is if America leaves the Middle East and we get completely punked. That's how this ends. Was there a reason for this war? Absolutely none. He wasn't getting the $30 billion or whatever the extortion to broker the deal. And that's what caused it to begin with, that and covering up the Epstein files, to make a distraction for that, for them not releasing the last $3 million. And when they do, I want to know how many Supreme Court justices are in those last 3 million. How many Republican senators and congressmen are in those last 3 million files? Because someday they will be released. And I honestly mean this, and I wholeheartedly, I pray that this is the deal. Anybody that's caught destroying these files, shredding them, or making them unedited, they need to have a life prison sentence in a maximum security prison with no chance of parole. They should have the death sentence, and then if they don't want the death sentence to be carried out in 24 hours, to willfully sign a life imprisonment agreement where they don't get no parole, no nothing. And that's anybody that's involved with these Epstein files, covering it up for these pedophiles. I just believe that wholeheartedly, y'all. I can't undo that. I believe that without any I just 100% I believe that is what I'm trying to say. And anybody that was involved with this lunatic, reckless endeavor that we're going through in Iran, any of the senators, any of the whoever that were pushing this and getting him to goad them into doing it, need to be prosecuted. They need to be impeached. They need to be put in prison for the rest of their stupid-ass lives. We're crying about loaning Ukraine $190 billion, while we didn't. That's not what they didn't get money. They got our old junk from the graveyard out in Arizona, Nevada, California, and we bought new junk. That it wasn't really what it sounded like. And now he wants $200 billion for a pissing match that he started in the Middle East that he cannot win. Cannot win. It's not. This is not winnable. We can't keep that straight open. China's not going to come and bail our ass out. They don't have any problem with Iran. As long as they get oil and Iran is willing to ship it to them, no harm, no foul. The rest of Europe doesn't have the ability. I mean, America can fight 2 wars at one time. We have over 900 bases in 153 countries, 11 aircraft carrier groups, and a fleet of nuclear submarines. We can wage war on 2 different fronts. Not well, but we could. He's already embedded us in another 20-year war. That means we can't do anything. Our hands are tied, literally. If Russia wanted to nuke Europe and storm their way across, there's literally little what we could do about it, because we're already in a war in the Middle East because of this Kremlin puppet. As long as you keep one thing in mind, that everything he does and says and in every way he maneuvers is in the direct benefit to the Kremlin, everything he does makes sense. 100%. It all goes, that's what the deal is. It's a part of the pattern. And not only just the one initial pattern, it's a part of the different ripples coming back from different directions. He is a Kremlin Putin puppet. And the Republicans that are like right up as that are the same way. We've been sold out. We've lost this war before it ever started. And he's only getting us in deeper. This is a Vietnam. There's no way for us to win. We can't bomb them into submission. It doesn't work that way. We can't say, take over your country. They're 90% all Shia. They've already killed the other side. It's only what level of crazy religious freak that you want to talk about now. The old one, he was a dawdling old man that had so much blood on his hand that Israel couldn't let him go to the grave. He was like a miniature second Hitler kind of deal with so much blood. In that I can almost respect, because there's a certain thing that you just can't allow somebody to get away with, and he was way past that. What Hamas did to those children on October 7th and in the days following, there is no way that any of those people or anybody that directed those people could ever get a pass in their life. No matter what form of peace that you might want, that would never happen. Well, this is the same exact thing. We took out their cult leader. They're not going to rise up and take a country away. They're going to defend it. I mean, what he's considering is just sheer ass lunacy, and his little temper tantrums and raving doesn't help. He can lie all he wants about talking to it. He never talked to anybody. He didn't have the conversations with the diplomats. They're laughing at his ass. They have no intention of cowering or bowing down to him. He's failed, and he's drug us into his delusion. That's all, y'all. There is no other way around this. At some point, we got to grow nuts, and we got to go and remove this clown. Because can we do 3 years, more years? No, we can't. No, we need real laws that keep criminals from running for president. That was a loophole that should have been a long time ago. If a felon can't vote for president, how in the hell can a felon be the president? And he's a 34-time convicted felon. He's a criminal. This isn't a presidency. This is a crime spree. Y'all take it for whatever you want. It's just my 5-second take. All right. Talk to you then. Bye.